Hi, I am Veronica from Yoga Born in Sturchley. Welcome to Move Through May. Today I am going to talk to you about Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. But before we start to explore the pose, I would like to catch 3 breaths together. So sit down, comfortable or with your legs crossed or on your shins. And your spine is straight, your shoulders are open and relaxed, your hands relaxed. Close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open your eyes. And now let's start to talk about Virabhadrasana 1. Virabhadrasana 1 is the pose, Warrior 1 translated, is the pose we find in the second sun salutation and we find during the practice often as a pose itself or used as a transition pose from Warrior 1 to other pose like Warrior 2 or other kind of poses. So this pose, let's take a look now to the pose before to start to speak about the benefits. And so maybe we can start in downward facing dog. So find yourself in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we have to reach with our right foot to the front of the mat. So or we just step to the front of the mat, or if we want a little bit more strength, we can raise the right leg and then step to the front of the mat. When we stepped with the right foot, we release the back foot, grounded on the mat, 45 degrees more or less. And now you raise up, your knee is above your hips, your ankle, and you raise your arms towards the ceiling. Your hips are squared to the front of the mat. So your hips, maybe you can try to move your waist, your hips to the front. If you see that they are not going squared, you can adjust your back foot a little bit wider. In this way you have more space for your hips. So your knees is above your ankle, you raise your arms straight. You can look to the front or you can look towards your hands. Finding here balance, length from the feet to your hands. You can take your arms parallel each other, or if you have a space, you can place your hands together, giving maybe a slight back bending to your spine. Stay in the pose, engage the muscles of your legs, your core, and you continue breathing freely here. And release the pose. And obviously you repeat the pose to the other side. And we notice we have different differences with the two sides. Maybe one side is more flexible, the other is stronger and less flexible. So we have to try to give the same strength, the same position, but sometimes there is some difference, and so we have to adjust ourselves from one side to the other. So with Warrior 1, I do now the other side. Like I was saying before, our hips are squared to the front of the mat. The back heels could be aligned to the front. The important thing is your hips they really go squared. Otherwise you have to adjust yourself. So this is with the heels aligned together, and this with the heels wide apart, and we have more space for our hips. The knee is important that stay above your ankle, not forward, because in this way you create too much tension to your knee and you can create injuries. And so your knee is important, is above your ankle or maybe slightly back, never to the front. So from here to back. So if you feel uncomfortable in this way, you can find that relaxation you need to hold the pose. You can just release the knee a little bit. The back leg is straight but not locked. There is always a macro bend in your knee. And like I was saying, you can use your arms in the way is best for you to find your shoulders relaxed, and your arms, they should stay by your ears. If you have issues with your knee and you can't keep bent because maybe you had some operation or you have some issues, arthritis or something, you can think also to take your front knee straight and just work keeping your hips squared and not creating any tension to your knee. And that these are different kind of variations we can take in Warrior One. If you want a little bit more spice in Warrior One, it's nice to, for example, really to place your hands together and really find the deep back bending, keeping your front knee bent, feeling your feet well grounded on the mat. And you are really working with your back, opening your chest. Or another good variation of Warrior One is the Humble Warrior. So from Warrior One, you bring your arms behind your back. You open your chest, raising your arms, keeping your front knee and feet grounded. Open your chest and then lower down your chest towards the mat without touching the front leg. And bringing your hand down towards the floor, raising your arms higher as possible. This is a very good pose to stretch our shoulders, to you really feel your shoulder blades moving towards the spine, your arms straightening, and your front leg is very, very engaged to maintain the weight you are bringing there. Let's say you can come back on top and release. So our Warrior One is a very strong pose, and like I was saying before, is a pose we use in transition, we use on its own, we use in the sequence of the sun salutation B, and is a pose where really you feel grounded, the bottom, and then you feel this energy raising towards the sky. Is a full energetic pose, and where you engage your legs, your quadriceps from the front leg with the knee bent, the back leg instead there is a stretch about your hamstring, your IT band. There is a stretch of your psoas muscle, the muscle that connect our hips with our spine, a very important muscle for our ability to open our hips, to be flexible in our hips, and then this raising with the chest up. The spine is straight, the spine is long, and it's good for our posture, for our shoulders, and our breath. And like every pose in yoga, if it's done with full awareness of our body, with the full focus, with the correct breath, Ujjayi breath, is an amazing pose. And sometimes there are a few poses in yoga that I think if you every day practice that poses, for example, a full sun salutation, if you practice that with the warrior one, you are working all your body and really working with your breath. So this was our Virabhadrasana 1, our warrior 1. Before we close this video, I would like to take a breath together, sitting down comfortable or with the legs crossed or on your knees, spine straight, relax your shoulders. Inhale through the nose deeply and exhale through the mouth. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this asana today. There are other videos on your Yoga Born channel where we explore many asanas through May, but there are also other videos with many subjects about yoga, meditation, so take a look please, and please subscribe to the channel. It's completely free and helps Yoga Born to continue to produce videos for YouTube. And if you want to join me to one of my classes, I am in Yoga Born on Wednesday morning 7:30 a.m. For strength class, and Saturday morning 9:30 for ENERGISE class. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Namaste.